Good evening. Looks like there's 0 watching, not even me. That's fine. It's time to light up the smoke. Hey Mal, how you doing? Nice stream tonight. You can go to bed. You can watch us after, hon. It's quite all right. Go on to bed if you're tired. I know your back's hurting, right? South Florida. Hello. I know. I was in there, Mal. I've been everywhere. I've just been lurking. Southernmost. Hello. Just been lurking. I'm taking a break. Okay. Taking a break from like all the chats I've been moderating on, small, big, whatever. I've been in all of them all week. I'm good. Yeah, no, you haven't seen me in a while. Because I will be taking a break. Trying to take a break. And you know what? Like I say, I have been in... no, I totally get that you'd understand that, Mel. I hope you're feeling well and that your back recovers, in short order. Now, when you said you were sledding, were you on a snowmobile or on a toboggan or something sliding down a hill? There's a question for you, Mal. How you doing, Ark? Nose picking, beast, southernmost. Good to have you all here. I got something that's been gnawing at me. And I kind of wanted to make a video of it, but, as you guys know, down a hill on a toboggan. Yeah. All right. Stupid Canadian accident. All right. Well, everyone send a prayer to Mal over at Quebec Homestead there. Hey, John from Scotland. Welcome. John Wright. Lisa, how you doing? Good to see everyone here tonight. I do hope you're well. I was in your stream, Mal, for the most of it until you started talking about the editing. Editing and that I watched for a while, and then after that I was like, I kind of get lost after that. I like homestead channels and prepping channels and things like that. And I don't do any editing, right? Mr. Lost, you're not lost anymore. You're welcome here. It's good to see you. But yeah, I kind of get lost after that because I don't do it. I just haven't explored it yet, so I don't really understand all the options and things like that. But it's not like I don't appreciate the information. I just don't appreciate it right now. You know what I mean? There will come a time when when I do decide to do some editing and different things to make better videos and this and that, right? So anyways, I hope everyone's well and safe. I didn't do my regular Monday stream, and no, you guys haven't seen me in the chats or this or that. I've been lurking, just sitting back. I've been in them, all of them, all the little ones, all the great big ones I moderate for. Oh yeah, I've been in all of them. Even there was a lady preppers one here tonight. I was even in that for little wee bit until they started talking about 80s hairdos and stuff like that. It's like yeah, okay, that one's going to be for the ladies. But I stopped in to have a look to see what's going on, right? I'm like, you guys know me, I'm all over the place so so that's cool. But there's been something gnawing at me. They're sold out for DSOL? Well, welcome. It's good to see you. Yeah, I am going to be taking advantage of a huge break, Mal, here coming up shortly. No, yeah, I'm safe and good. I just I got some stuff that I need to take care of and look after. I need to take a break for myself, reorganize, regroup, and prepare for the next move forward. Okay, it's not like I don't have tons of stuff planned, right? There's plenty of things planned for videos and live chats and discussions, and there's lots and lots of places to go, lots of room to move forward. So I will be doing that. But I've been so busy just with the moderating and busy in all the chats and socializing, with the homesteaders and preppers and bushcraft people and cooking channels and things like that. So busy with it. Sometimes you got to just say, all right, let's just cancel this and take a break. Okay. So that's exactly what I did. It's like, okay, hang on a second, full stop, take a step back, and let's regroup and everything like that, right? Hey, Grace, how you doing? Leslie already said hi. JW, how you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see. So I wasn't planning to do any videos or any live streams. I missed my one on Monday, and then Saturday night I'm supposed to do one, and I hadn't been planning to do any. I planned to just stop short and take a step back, but I didn't want to leave everyone hanging thinking I just stepped out or dropped dead or anything like that. I'm just stepping back to regroup so that I can move forward. Okay, so that's what that's all about. But there's been some, like, while I've had this bit of downtime, I've had a chance to do some research on a whole bunch of videos that I want to do, right? So I've been busy with that. Busy. Having taken a step back doesn't mean I'm not busy, okay? I'm busy, but I'm doing other things. I'm doing research for future videos, okay? So, yeah, Mal. Yeah, you need you need 2 good sleeps in a row. 2 good days of sleep in a row. Not just 1 day of recovery sleep. That's not going to help you recover from that 3 hours of sleep, especially with your injury, okay? Trust in God. There you are. Good to see you. Arkansas is always trolling me. But you know what? He's a good troll. I troll him too, and I hope he thinks I'm a good troll. But yeah, so anyways, there's something that's been gnawing at me, and I'm not sure if you can tell from the title of this video. It's called The Starvation of Man. Okay? So we're just going to get right into it here, okay? Thank you, South Florida. Will do, for sure. Right? Horrible troll. All right, hang on a second. Do we need to stand Arkansas in the corner for 300 seconds? Nah, don't do that, guys. I love that guy. Don't do that. A horrible troll. He's laughing behind that, I know, with his great big hat on. I know it for a fact. He's been doing some Bible reading around the fire. There's a channel you should go see, Arkansas Living. If somebody could, one of my awesome moderators that's in here could please share a link to that channel, because that's a channel I'd like to support for sure. I believe he's a good man with a pure spirit and, good intentions and plenty of good stuff to share. So that would be much appreciated. Welcome, Cherry. Dusty, how you doing? Nah, don't give it a second thought, Ark. If I didn't like you, if we didn't like each other, we probably couldn't jibe each other. In your yard homestead. G'day, everyone. That sounds like it's from Australia, and I'll show that. Oh, another moderator just got that. All right. I'm just going to sit here and orate then, and I'll let the moderators do their thing, okay? Keto, yeah, I know. Lori, and I see you. Hello, welcome. I told you. I just said to everyone, I've been everywhere. I know she's live. I was just on it. I was just on all of them. Doubles as a rain barrel. It sure could. Yes, I suppose it could. All right. So we got about 30 people here in the chat now. I know it's late, but there's something I wanted to share that's been gnawing at me. And because of the title, let me try and get to that again, please, guys. From Western Australia. Well, In Your Yard Homestead. If In Your Yard Homestead, my awesome moderators, if In Your Yard Homestead has a channel, a YouTube channel, could you please go ahead and give us a link to that to try and support our brothers and sisters. You aren't getting any younger. I know. America first. There you are. Okay, so yeah, the starvation of mankind. It's an idea that's been gnawing at me for a little while, and I wanted to share with you guys a short history of it. A recent history, okay? And we don't have to look too far into the past, but we are going to go into the past to start with. First of all, we're going to start with the Bible, okay? Biblical times. The Bible mentions 87 incidents of either starvation or food shortages or crop failures or whatever it is, right? Spock's Brain, welcome. We're just here getting into a topic, and I may not see a whole lot of chat once I start orating. I might just, look into any questions after. But, so anyways, yeah, the recent starvation of mankind. Jeff, welcome. So, biblical times. 87 mentions in the Bible alone. Okay, now, from what time was the Bible begun being written till it was finished being written? Okay, so that's that block of time period. 87 mentions of starvation just in that time period. Outside the box, what's going on, Josh? We're just here talking about starvation of man and a recent history of it, okay? So anyways, that's just those 87 mentions are just in the Bible alone. And, they come to an end when the Bible had kind of stopped being written or whatever, right? Hey, Sandra, good to see you. All right, so I want to talk about more recent incidents of that, so that people actually kind of get it in their head that food shortages are extraordinarily real, and we don't even have to go back 100 years to see that. Not even 100 years, okay? So we look what's going on here today. All these shutdowns and the economy being shut down and crushed and this and that. Well, does that sound to you guys an awful lot like maybe the Great Depression that started off in 1929? Not even 100 years ago? 91 years ago or whatever? Well, how many people starved to death due to the food shortages from the Great Depression and into the 30s? My count is somewhere around 3 million Americans alone. CB, welcome. One person starved to death? Josh? No, then he wouldn't have a story to tell anymore. Potato famine, yeah, that was the Irish. That's why they came over here. That's exactly, yeah, very true, Sherry. All throughout history. So it doesn't take many reminders to see that it happens again and again and again, right? Triple Horn Sheep makes a good point. It was mostly city folks because they didn't have places to grow food, right? I'm in a city. I'm blessed to have a small area to work in, so I work it, right? Oh, Southernmost, yeah. Ice Age Farmer has fantastic information on food shortages and how they take place, and strategies behind it and all that. He's all over his game doing that for sure. If you don't know Ice Age Farmer, if one of my moderators could put up a link for that, that would be fantastic. All right, so you got the Great Depression, okay? So I haven't checked all my sources, so don't believe just some guy on the internet. But my information tells me there's like 3 million Americans died during the Great Depression of starvation. The Dust Bowl, Han Solo, yes. Was that also during the Great Depression? I hadn't researched the Dust Bowl. I was going to include it in part of that, part of my research, but this has been gnawing at me too bad. I kind of got to let it out. So, like, I mean, do your own research for sure. JW's dad lived during the Great Depression. Okay. All right. Well, you know, he obviously did well enough to have you. So, you know, bless him. That's great. All right. So, you know, we haven't even gone back 100 years and we're talking about the Great Depression. Why? Because of an economic crash. Well, guess what's happening now, guys? Right? If you don't think an economic crash is happening right now, whether it's designed or engineered or put in place on purpose or took place by chaos and accident, doesn't even matter. Oh, 31. Okay, thanks, trusting God. So that just lent itself to the Great Depression. All right, thank you. So, economic crisis equals starvation. Now, what was the population in the United States in, say, 1931? Flying sombreros. Well, you could probably just turn it over, Arkansas, and jump inside of it and like fly it around. Just sit in it like a basket and fly it around. It's so big. It's got wings, man. You can fly that thing. Your grandmother was a child? Frugal as hell. Yep. My grandparents, yeah, they had a pantry as well down in their basement. They had a big chest freezer, a small freezer, plus an extra stand-up fridge down in the basement, aside from their pantry. Okay. Now, when there was a sale on soup, canned soup or whatever, my grandmother didn't go get a few cans. She went out and she got a couple of cases. Right? Oh, Campbell's soup is on sale. Need a case of mushroom, need a case of tomato, need a case of, chicken noodle, whatever the case may be, right? So we haven't even gone back 100 years. Don't have to go back 100 years. See, we're talking about it of our parents and grandparents having seen it, right? There was 124 million people in the U.S. in 1931. Thank you very much. Picking, and triple horn for that information. So if 3 million Americans died, you're talking about sort of 2.5% of the population died of starvation. Maybe not quite that much. 2%. Correct me on my math. I'm doing this on the fly, okay? Your property was a potato farm during the Depression. That would have been a hot commodity. And you would have probably have been entertaining folks coming out of town, didn't have any food, wanted to work on your property for you, give you a hand there. Maybe them and their family. Maybe they could camp out in the corner, for a bit of food. So, the starvation of man does not elude us, even by 100 years. Even by the memory of the people in the chat here. Okay? Yeah, 330. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. We're not, Aaron, maybe, but we're not here to talk about room raids tonight. If you go and you look at the subject matter of the title, that's what we're more here about this evening. However, I'm not going to say we're not going to go there. Depends how many people we see there, how late this runs, on and on and on. No, it's quite all right. It's quite all right. I'm here to get something off my mind, okay? And it's the title. Nerds in there? Evening, nerd. Welcome. I hadn't seen you. I'm not going to see everybody in the chat because I'm busy orating, okay? Please forgive me. then you know what? That's another good point, Bullfrog. They're so poor they were already raising all their own stuff anyways because they couldn't afford to go buy anything. They could just afford to eat whatever they could grow. And, I totally get that. Yeah. Some things like that don't, there's certain people that it just doesn't affect because they're doing their own thing anyways. And they're already, sort of self-sustaining, right? Southern Gal, welcome. River Rat, good evening as well. So yeah, I'm more here to orate tonight rather than look at and answer questions, but I do appreciate all of your input. But Kelly, welcome. Reaper, all y'all welcome. Now I want to get to a bit of a more recent point. All right, full of hope. Welcome. Good evening. It's good to see you. I'm not reading a whole bunch of comments. I'm just kind of looking at people's names as they come in and just saying hello because I got stuff on my mind I want to bust out. All right. Okay, so we haven't even gone back 100 years. Yeah, we did the Bible thing, and there's 87 mentions in there to the time that was, shut off. But there was plenty of times between when the Bible had been stopped being written until, sort of our recent past. Plenty of other times of food shortages and starvation, okay? So, yeah, they sure do, Ark. So let's get a more recent one. We'll just bump it up a decade, okay? Voodoo, welcome. We're just going to bump this up a decade from the Great Depression. What happened? Say a decade after 1929. Susan, welcome. Welcome all who I hadn't said hello to. I'm sorry if I don't see everyone. Can anyone tell me what happened a decade after 1929? 1 decade. 10 years. People making a lot of sense here. No, Dust Bowl was 31, I believe. Someone shared. I'm seeing the big W word. I'm seeing a whole lot of that. Chinese famine, I didn't know that, southernmost, but I was looking for the W word over there that a few people in the chat here shared. Okay, now, very interesting. Massive starvation or food shortages and depression over here on this continent. Then, 29 to however long the Great Depression ran. But then, yeah, in 39, WW Deuce busted out, right? So that was hard on a lot of people. Now I just finished rewatching a Suzanne. Yes and no. It can stimulate the economy, but it can also provide food shortages. Okay, now I want to let's refer to a food shortage that was taking place, shortly after 1939, 1940, 1941, taking place overseas. Okay, now just because it's not here doesn't mean it doesn't have a global effect, okay? All right, let's talk about the British. All right, now, during the WW Deuce, a massive portion of the British food supply was being shipped in from elsewhere, like say from over here or other countries, right? It was being shipped in, okay? It was being shipped in, and those cargo ships that were bringing that food in, they're being blown out of the water, So Rationing. Yes. Rationing. All right. Now what are we talking about here? Say 1942? What are we, 2001? Let's say it's 1941. All right. So now we're only 80 years separated from food rationing. You know what you got for food ration in Britain? In, say, the second year of WW Deuce? 2 strips of bacon per person per week. You know, for your bacon ration. They killed off a whole bunch of livestock because, you know, it takes more land to feed livestock to feed people than if people just grew food off the land and ate the food. They didn't have to go through that process. Rage, hello, welcome. Oh, welcome, the Secret. There you are. All right, thank you, Secret. There's another example. In the mid-1800s. More food shortages, right? Potato famine. I believe that was because of a blight and probably poor wet years. I would have to do refresh my research on that, but Secret. Well, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. So I mean, now we're only 80 years into our history, and it's because of the WAR, right? Well, Linda, how you doing? Welcome. So we only have to look 80 years ago to see rations and food shortages, and British people were British farmers were called upon to do. They were called upon to double their production. You know, they had like a third less resources and were called to double their production. You know, because so many hands were being put to work for the WAR. They didn't have the hands at home. So they put women and children to work. You know? Okay, guys, here, listen, check this out. If any of you guys are enjoy history or like history and, you know, these food shortages and things interest you and the history of it does, go check out, I just finished rewatching a, Mary Beth and M, hello. I just finished rewatching it was an 8-part series put out by, I'm not sure if it was a History Channel or BBC, but it's called Wartime Farm. And it was about farmers in Britain during the WW2. Okay? So go check that out and, you know, see what they had to do. They had children picking herbs for medicinal companies. During that time when the children were employed, you know, they were excused from school and had to go out and work in the countryside and camp out there. They picked 4,000 tons of medicinal plants for the pharmaceutical companies. That was BBC Voodoo. Thank you. So think about that, you know? You know, okay, say maybe we're in lockdown right now. Your kids aren't in school. Well, what if they were conscribed to go out and work in the countryside to pick herbs for the pharmaceutical companies or whichever, you know, so you can get your aspirin and you know, your blood pressure medication and things like that, right? Eric, hello, good to see you as well. Welcome. So think about that, you know, like look at the times we're in. Does anybody think we're in the times of an economic crash? Let me ask you that. In your yard homestead. Yes. Which is exactly why I wanted to put this up, okay? All right, we got a few little yeses here. Okay. Oh, there's some more. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the videos, you can get them on YouTube. You don't have to have cable TV. You can watch the whole 8-part series will come up if you just punch in Wartime Farm. And, they also have another interesting series if you like history and farming and agriculture. Northern Grow Hobbies. Hello, welcome. They also have another series called Victorian Farmer, and they take it through that era as well. So it's kind of cool to watch the progression of agriculture through that time. However, it was very, very interesting to watch how it took place over there, because at that time they were at the WAR, and I don't think it was the States that jumped in. Like, they were helping out massively by shipping. Lots of the food was coming over from this continent, right? That way. But I don't think the States jumped into the WAR until after Pearl Harbor took place. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not a war historian. There's, you guys got a lot more thumbs than I do to do the clickety-click thing here now to pump that up quick, if you like. Covered a lot on rationing. Yep. Oh yeah, there was lots on rationing. Lots and lots on rationing. Okay, now we're talking only 80 years ago. Now let's think back to our more recent past. Okay, what about last year? All of us saw the flour all cleaned out. We all saw all the pasta gone and the pasta sauce all gone, right? Your bathroom products all gone. Triple horn, there you are. That's what I was headed for. Rationing. Did you see, once things I saw meat cases depleted. Beef just unavailable. Chicken extraordinarily limited. Flour and yeast, couldn't get yeast for months. And flour almost took took like 6 months to get flour back on the shelves, right? So it's our not too distant past. And that wasn't even bad. Sketty. When I was a kid, I called it sketty. But, I get that you're from Arkansas, and as a result, I can't really understand your ridiculous accent, but I won't hold that against you. But, okay, so that was last year. Just last year. All right? So if that didn't make anyone, soup was gone, yep. I didn't see a lack of, you know what? Even dried beans were gone off the shelf. It's funny, I didn't really see much of a lack in canned vegetables, though. They did have that. But this leads me to a point right here, okay? Now, as far as food-wise and the economy goes, do you guys think there's, that things are really going to get better here in a very short future? Need yeses or nos here, please, and thank you. That's a nice buy, Sandra. Well, we got some nopes in here. Do you think it's going to get better? The economy is going to get better in the short future arc? All right, there's a yes. That's okay. We got a big no. Nope. Nope, not in their plan. Okay, there's Mary Beth. Interesting point, Morning Light. And I don't disagree. A blind says only going to get worse. Okay. Ark, all right, chime in, brother. Tell me why you think it's going to get better here in the next little short future. Honestly, brother, seriously, share that up. Oh, well, crap. I was looking forward to your answer, sir. That's all right. Oh, you were just answering the wrong survey. That's all right. That's all right. I know you're double dipping. I know you're on 2 channels answering 2 different surveys at once. I know. All right. All right. So nobody's thinking it's going to get better, okay? At least so far as the consensus in here. That's what I'm understanding. Slight hopium. Crater. Okay. Farming situation here. South Carolina. Booming corn, soybeans, cotton, wheat, etc. All is well. Well, that's awesome, Bullfrog. I'm glad to hear that for you. And, I hope that helps to provide you and your family with a decent living that puts enough money in your pocket to purchase those things that you need. Sin, welcome. Hello. And don't get me wrong, I hope that for everyone. Lane, welcome. God help us all. God help us all indeed. That's where this started. This started at the Bible, biblical times, okay? However, it comes to today. Now, we were just talking about last year here, weren't we? Just last year. Right? And it was only into the fall that we started to see flour come back on the shelf in a big way, or a more permanent way, and abundances of yeast and the things that were all taken from the shelf. It took months and months for that to come back, right? All right. Couldn't agree more, Mr. Loss. Swab said you'll own nothing and be happy. I think that's a mental place they want to take us. Well, I understand that. Okay, Bullfrog, yeah, I appreciate that. And that's good, that's a fantastic thing to be surrounded by. Get it while you can. Inflation. No kidding. And that brings me to my next point. Here we were just talking about last year and what we saw off the shelves and how long it took to get back on there. Here's a little dose of reality for you guys. Check this out. Now, I wasn't going to do this video or live stream here today. I was going to wait and do some more research and some more planning and this and that on it. But I was in the grocery store today, which is pretty much the only place you can go up here these days. Oh, you can go to Tractor Supply. So I went to the grocery store, get a couple of things. And, okay. Let's play a guessing game. You guys want to have a little bit of fun? Yes or no? Yes or no? You want to have a little bit of fun? Guessing game. We're talking about food prices here, okay? Well, Reaper wants to play. Prepper Lane wants to play. Yeah, some people want to play there. All right, okay. All right, that's enough enthusiasm for me. We can go ahead and play. All right, with that, I was shocked by some of the prices I saw. A 3, Susan. Well, maybe she's going to sit on the sidelines. Blind Survivor's already poking at a price guess. Okay, so with your $15 guess, you don't even know what item I'm going to suggest. Don't jump the gun. Come on, guys. Oh, he can't handle any more fun. Okay. Well, no, it's fun, but it's a guessing game. That's what's going to make it fun. But the results of it are going to make you think. Don't be depressed about it, though. Okay. All right. So we're going to start. I got 3 items here. Okay. Say you got a $50 bill in your wallet. All right. You walk into the grocery store. They're selling pasta? 10 pounds a bag? $10? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Arkansas, you know what? Funny you should mention it. I did go in there to get coffee. Do you know what, South Florida? I just did change it. I just advanced it by 20 seconds. Gary, the winner gets the bragging rights. Yeah, I guessed it right. Hey, that's just it. Okay, so, all right. Oh, here's the update on that, Ark. The coffee I went in there for. Now, this is a more expensive grocery store that I'm used to shopping at, but it had all of the items that I wanted to. And so I went in there for coffee. And I couldn't believe the coffee that I wanted there was on sale for cheaper than where the cheap place I normally buy it. So I was pleasantly surprised about that. However, the eggs was $3. But that's not on the guessing list. That's not on the guessing list. No, I get the Tim Hortons bold roast. Yeah, call it fancy or whatever you want. But that's the one I like. Jacques, hello, welcome. Okay, so while I was in there, I did a little bit of price shopping. I looked at steak, chicken, and peanut butter. Okay, so first we're going to start with a chicken. All right, I saw a package of 2 chicken breasts. 2 of them. 2 chicken breasts, boneless, skinless. Okay. All right, so that's your fine kind, your fancy kind, boneless, skinless. Ugh. Okay, so 2 of them. No, I didn't, Cliff. I got lots of it. How much money do you think it was for 2 chicken breasts? We got $4, $15, $6. All right, come on, out with your guess, guys. $12, $25. Wow, Reaper, holy. Oh, that's $8.25. $12. 10, 7, 10, $9.96, $7.99, $9.89, $8, $4, $4 for 2 chicken breasts. That's all right, Prepper Lane. Go cook him some chicken breast. $1.99. I wish. Have all y'all exhausted all your guesses on the price of 2 chicken breasts? 2 chicken breasts sealed up in a pack, boneless, skinless. Got some good guesses going on in here. $7.77. Northern Girl, behave yourself. Paid $2 per pound for the same thing, so your guess is $5. Well, I'll tell you what. $12, $7, 45. No, no, it wasn't $45, but it was $18 for 2 chicken breasts. $18 for 2 chicken breasts. All right. Way. $18, 2 chicken breasts. I shit you not. This is the exact reason why I'm putting this live stream up here. Like I said, I was going to do it in a video, but it's been eating at me. All of this, right? WTF indeed. No kidding, Mary Beth, right? No, I'm in Canada. Reaper? Wait. No, it wasn't the organic stuff. It was just a regular... It wasn't even the premium stuff. It was just the regular stuff. No, I hadn't. Northern Girl? I didn't get the price per pound. However, I should have taken a picture of that. Thank you, Sandra. In the future, I will. Were they gold plated? No, but you'd hope so. Like like what a price, right? What a frickin' price, right? All right, that was one of 3 items. Safeway for $1.49. Of course you bought 15 pounds, and I hope you canned it, G2. You can get a whole cooked chicken CB in there. You can get a whole cooked chicken in there for $9. Hot. It was expensive. Oh, I could understand that in your yard. And now, in your yard, are you part of the what's that? The 21 the Garden Wars, Shed Wars? Is that or are you just joining randomly from Australia? Because I know a bunch of that crew. Very, very, very nice people over there. Very nice. I have no idea, Em, but we're gonna get to some more. Yeah, that was just 1 out of 3. Okay, so we're a third of the way through the game, guys. Prepper Lane. Let's talk about that a little bit. All right. Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom. $4.50. Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom. 2 chicken breasts. $18. I've been watching and enjoying your videos, Mr. Tom. Now, if one of my awesome moderators, lit up in blue there, could bust out a link for Deep South Bama and Mr. Tom, I would be much appreciated. Did you get pasta? Cliff, did you? Or should I say pasty, just to screw the language up a little bit more. Angry Prepper, holy crap. All right, now there's a link I want to see. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that. And welcome. Welcome. We're here talking about, recent starvation of man throughout history. We haven't even gone back 100 years. And we're just talking about food prices today. Right now, at this particular point in time, everyone give Angry Prepper a nice welcome. And if I don't see his link here from one of my blue moderators, I won't be happy. They'll be happy to share it. They'll bust it up. I appreciate it. Hope you're well, Jason. Hope you and your family are well. And thank you for all you do for us. I do appreciate it. And you know what? He's got another channel. It's called The Angry Truth. So maybe if we could see a link to that too. We can see that, and then we can get on to our second item of 3 of the pricing game. Yeah, you gotta love the Angry Prepper, right? He curses a ton. So it makes me feel like I'm just talking to a guy at work, my buddy. River Rat, leave Angry alone about the spam. You guys, he freaking hates it. The jig is up. Leave him alone. Or he'll go buy a can of spam and put it in a sock and beat you with it. That wouldn't be good. I think he loves everybody too much for that, though, but... All right, I forget who it was. It was somebody down in Australia saying how expensive steak was. Oh, Cliff, Fox Outdoors. That was just a the grocery store that's nearest to me. It's called Metro. It's a more expensive grocery store chain. It's not like a No Frills or anything like that. So things tend to be more expensive in there, but they've always got decent sales. And like I shop there when there's sales, or if there's something that they only sell that I want, I'll go there for it. And then if they got a sale, I'll capitalize on that. But okay, so not so remote. Well, hello, welcome, good evening. Maybe we can see a link to that channel as well. They'd probably have to wrestle over that sock, I would think. Okay, so anyways, we got through the chicken breast. Okay, so Angry, if you didn't, Jason, if you didn't hear the price on 2 chicken breasts here, it was $18 for 2 chicken breasts. Okay. All right. Okay, in your yard, we're just about to get to that. All right. So the next item I saw, I'm just outside of Toronto, Jason. I'm just an hour east of Toronto, in a grocery store called Metro. Okay. All right. Now let's get on to the beef. Okay. Okay. So, I looked at the chicken. I was like, "Holy crap!" So then I roamed back down the meat counter back over to where the beef was. I'm thinking like, all right, well, if that's what chicken's doing, what's steak doing? And I came across a nice piece of steak. All right, it wasn't huge. It was 3/4 of a pound, and it was about 3/4 of an inch thick. So it wasn't a big steak. You could cook it, and you could probably feed 2 with it, right? Bullfrog, you know what? It's interesting because of a lot of the channels that I watch are American. Go check out Deep South Bama with Mr. Tom's videos. He was shopping at the grocery store. I was watching one of his videos this morning. He was walking around shopping at the grocery store. So I see things there, and maybe I should go shop at the grocery store too to show you guys prices. But let's go. Let's go with a 3/4 pound. And now this is a nice steak. Okay, it was a boneless ribeye. Wasn't big. Like I said, it was 3/4 of an inch thick. So personally, my ribeyes, I want them about an inch or maybe an inch and an eighth. But it was a nice cut of meat. It wasn't tenderloin, but it was nice. Okay. So for it, and it was 3/4 of a pound. All right. Is that your guess, Northern Girl? All right. What's your guess on what that 3/4 of a pound steak was? Northern Girl started off with 25. Cliff is saying $22.50 a pound. 26, 35, 30. No. Wasn't that much. We got 30, $17.99, 15, 40, 21.78. No, Canadian dollars, Jules. 27, 23, 49, 15.99, $16. All right, 19, 28, 14.50, 23. All right, $9.99. If it was $9.99, I would have bought it. It was $18. $18 for a 3/4 of a pound steak. No, Cliff, that would have made it like $24 a pound. Would have made it $24 a pound. Catskill, welcome. Good to see you. So that was $24 a pound. That's not even tenderloin. Like when we buy tenderloin up here, especially at that store, when it's not on sale, it's like $50 a kilo. $50 a kilo. Maybe more. 52, something like that. It's crazy. 52. And now a kilo is 2.2 pounds. Okay. So for 2 pounds of beef, $50. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't think it's not in their plan, CB. Like if there's a master plan, I think that's part of it. $10 a pound, bullfrog. Yeah, okay. I'll be right there. And we'll ship it up here and we'll make mint. We'll make bank. Oh, Marcus D. Love to watch all prepper preacher shows from afar, peeps. You're all loved. Well, thank you ever so much, Marcus D. That looks like British pounds. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Faithful, hello and welcome. I was in the girls' stream earlier. I've been in everybody's stream. I just haven't been active. I'm lurking. I lurk. I need a break, guys. I do that. Look at you, nose picking from Kate's Kitchen. That's awesome. Now, who isn't quite to 1,000 subscribers? Is it Native and Devout? Are they almost there? Are they almost there? Much appreciated, Marcus D. Much appreciated indeed. Thank you, and it's good to see you here. I was in there for a bit, yeah. Like all the bigger channels that I moderate for, I was in there. Didn't say a peep. I was moderating away a little bit, kicking people out, or allowing chat or whatever. But you know, I just kind of need a break because you know what? It's a massive, massive job when you're. You were lurking too. See, okay, see, Angry does that too because it gets you really, really freaking busy. As soon as you say hi in a chat, especially if you moderate there, and there's 1,000 people in the chat, all of a sudden you're busy saying hi to 100 people at least. And then doing your moderating skills, and it's gets difficult to enjoy the content of what the the content provider is providing for you, right? So I've been doing that a little bit lately, and I'm going to be doing that a little bit more. I'm going to be lurking, taking a step back, regrouping, and planning more stuff for more future videos. And it's something I need to do just because I'm so freaking busy. Drops. Hello. I saw you over in Mallory's chat earlier. Yes, I was there. Like I said, I get everywhere. Big channels, little channels. Absolutely everywhere. Take a lurk day. Yeah. Yeah, you have to. You have to, Stuart. That's great. You need to. The Fox. Yeah, I saw you over there at Mallory's too. I didn't say a peep. I didn't even make when Mallory jumps into a chat, sometimes she'll just leave like a dot, like the period. She'll just leave a period as her comment. And all that does is, you'll see her name there. You see the period. You'll know she's in there, but she's just listening, doing other stuff or lurking or whatever, right? So I'm going to be doing more of that. I don't know if protein substitute is allowed without specifications. I mean, I'm not the FDA or, I don't know all those regulations. MB Heritage Farms, welcome. Good to see you. Muchas gracias, Drops. Rip, I hadn't seen you here. Hello and welcome if I hadn't seen you before. Or if you just jumped in. Hello, welcome to anyone who just jumped in. We were just talking about the history of the starvation of man, and we didn't even go back 100 years. We didn't have to go back 100 years to see at least 2 examples of it. Not to mention shortages from last year, shortages and limits on buying things from last year, and now we were talking about the ridiculous pricing. Okay, so what I'm going to do, it was a 3-point game, and we've played 2 points of the game already on what do you think the price of this was, all right? So first of all, we did chicken. 2 chicken breasts at my local grocery store was $18. $18, okay? 1 3/4 pound steak at my local grocery store, again, $18. All right? Now, go ahead and do your quick math, guys. How much does that equal? Can you do your math? Can you get the totals right? Because we're going to ask for your total at the end. Not eating bugs. I'm not going to eat bugs. Key to all equals our children. Total protection. Absolutely. Yes. I couldn't agree more, Marcus. And yeah, it's also our brothers and sisters. You know, we need to hold up our brothers and sisters so that we can all hold up our children, right? What was the question again? All right, Northern Girl, I got a package of 2 chicken breasts and 1 steak. They were both $18. River Rat wins. Yeah, you get the big bonus points for getting it right first. And thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. You don't have to send super chats, Marcus. If you want me to see your comment, just put it in bold letters or all uppercase, or hit my at my name so that I can see it. You don't have to send a super chat, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Our cabin in the woods. There you are. Welcome. Just playing a starvation game here. Well, $18 for the 2 chicken breasts and 1 steak. So far, you're at $36. Okay. Well, it's appreciated, Marcus. Yes, I hope to see you again soon as well. So we got one other item in the guessing game of how much things cost. Okay. And this is all in one store. And I didn't have to go 50 feet to find all these 3 prices. Okay. Probably had to go 30 feet. 30 feet. And it was shocking. So now, if you can go out and work and make $36, you get 2 chicken breasts and 1 steak for your $36. No, Jacques. We're going to go a bit of a different route here on this next and final item, okay? No, I didn't get booze. I make that, CB. Come on, you know that. No kidding, Linda. No taters. I grew some, still got some. Taters. You love taters. And Prepper now loves maters. I love taters. All right, let's move directly into a highly prepped item. Highly prepped, or an item that's highly recommended to prep. You know, for preppers to put back into their stuff. Can you guys have a guess of what that might be? Yeah, I did get some coffee, but that's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, everyone go on and say hello to the other here. I encourage that kind of behavior. No, I didn't get any rice today. I never buy my rice there, CB. No, I got bunches of salt. I never ever buy it there. No, it wasn't cheese. No, it wasn't TP. Got tons of it. Like tons for me. Beans? No, I didn't. I don't buy any of my dry goods there. TP? No. Eric Johnson. Look at the big brain on Eric Johnson. Winna. Peanut butter dinner. No, I'm not canning stuff. I got bunches of that, but I still need to get more. It's not in short supply up here, so I'm not too hard at buying that aggressive. Well, I lost my job just after January 1st, so I'm not buying anything too hard. And looks like I'm going to be out of work for a few more weeks yet, so I'm going to have to do a fancy dance here for a little bit. But no pasta. No Timbits. Triple horn. No. Peanut butter. Eric got it. Prepping Timbits. Come on. I did buy coffee, but I know you just want to hear me say it. Everybody busts my chops about how I say pasta. Nah, Kelly, it wasn't that terrible. Arkansas. Ark. You can put your big hat on while you say that. Take that sock out of your hand. Okay, so. Well, welcome home, Susan. Diana, there you go. Hadn't seen you. Kelly, there you are. All right, now, okay, hang on a second. Now, let me tell you what the volume of the peanut butter was. Like, I saw it. I did not buy the friggin' thing. No friggin' way would I buy that. Not a chance. Not a chance. 2 pounds of peanut butter. Or, like we call it, a kilogram. 2.2 pounds of peanut butter. So, 454 grams is a pound. So, you're talking about 1,000 grams. I sure do, faithful prepper, and you're part of that good group. Thank you. I don't know the answer to that, Northern Girl. Do you get down to Temagami much, fishing in the summertime? Because I need to get back up there to visit a dear friend. No. You guys are off the hook. Off the chain. Like, what does a jar of peanut butter usually cost you guys? All right, cancel all your things. Let me ask you this. What does a jar of peanut butter usually cost you guys? Answer that first. Never Temagami too much good fishing there. Okay. Gotcha. And you're way north of Temagami, aren't you? Please confirm. Okay, so this is what you guys usually pay: $4 to $5, $6, $2.15, $1.69, 4 to 5, 4, $5.99, 4 to 6. Not so remote Alaska. 3 pounds is $12. Okay. 4 for the cheap brand. 2 to 6. Nah, just like regular Kraft peanut butter. Like, it's probably garbage, but like it's not the organic good type. Well, let me show you. Like, I got tons of peanut butter. I mean, not tons of it, but just this stuff. A 2.2 pound jar of peanut butter. Just 2.2 pounds, Phil. $1.79 now. Well, if anyone guessed what Northern Girl Hobbies guessed on her first guess and her second guess, she is exactly right. $8 for this jar of peanut butter. $8. Well, Kraft, you ever heard of Kraft dinner, Cliff? It could be a Canadian thing, yeah. We get lots of products up here you don't get, and you guys get lots of products down here that we don't get. $8, Ark, for that jar of peanut butter. Why do you think I have 20 of them in the cupboard? Right? Isn't it crazy? Like for us, the sale up here on that is $3.99. Okay. Okay, so you heard of Kraft dinner drops? Kraft makes a lot of things. Kraft peanut butter. You can probably get a Kraft pizza kit in a box. You know what I mean? Linda, get it when it's $3.99. Okay. Seriously. Thank God there isn't any inflation. No kidding. Sitting on a gold mine. I should just go out to the road, put it in a tap, and dole it out by the ounce. You know, here's your little ramekin of peanut butter. That's $5. Now be on your way. No, I wasn't robbed. I didn't buy that. You think I paid $8 for that? No frickin' way. Will I ever pay $8 for a tub of peanut butter like that? However, I may sell it for $8. Not really that kind of guy. Probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just keep it. You know what I mean? Or barter hard with it. Okay, so Kraft mac and cheese, yeah. Kraft does cheese and some pasta meals. Okay, pasta or pasta? I'm not sure. Nose picking. Okay. I wouldn't do that without her wanting it. Faithful prepper, if you would like a wrench, just hit a 1. Nose picking is asking if I can wrench you. I mean, that way you can put up links and boiled peanuts. No. Do you know what? Okay, Bullfrog. You know what kind of peanuts I like? I like dry roasted. Now I'm not sure if they're soaked in a brine or whatever, but they come in the shell. Well, you get salted peanuts in the shell. I like those because it's fun to just shell them out and sit and while away doing that for a while. But you get dry roasted peanuts in a jar that I love, and they've got like kind of a salt wash or brine of some kind over it. Yeah, food prices do range from area to area. You got to go in your garden, in your yard homestead. All right. Well, it was good to see you here. Thank you for joining us for that discussion. Okay. So that's just a little. You know what? I hear a lot about boiled peanuts. I really do, and it's not something we see here a whole lot. Yeah, I kind of thought so. Drops. It's kind of like biscuits and sausage gravy. We just don't eat that up here. It's just not something that we have on our menu, really. You know what I mean? Like it's good. I know how to make it. I've never had it, but it's just a difference in regional diets. You know what I mean? Kind of deal, I guess, right? No, thank you. On the what? The boiled peanuts? Angry or? I'm not sure what you're getting at there, bro. This is Canadian dollars, $8, $7.99. We have poutine. Well, you can make it here. You can make it wherever you are. It's French fries, very very nice, like roast beef gravy, and then put cheese curds there, and then dump the gravy over top of it. You can have poutine anywhere you want. You know. Boiled peanuts. Yeah, never tried them. What are my favorite meals? Okay, hang on a second. Faithful prepper. Duh. All right. I don't know anything about that, Rip. I'm not sure. But Faithful just asked me about, like, what are my favorite meals. Uh, I like a good steak, you know. I love lasagna. Any pasta made with a bolognese sauce, which is basically a tomato sauce made with meat and red wine, and onions and garlic and stuff like that. Over a pasta, however you want me to say it. Um, oh, okay. Let me just fix something here, guys. Let me just go look at something here. Here we go. There we are. That should do it. Say hello, Faithful, just to Jeep. I hadn't seen you. Pasta. Lasagna. You know what? As a kid, that was my one of my go-to meals. Absolutely. First time I ever had lasagna, it was just like, oh my God, what is this? That does sound good, Drops. To be honest, like I'd have to try it, but then if it was too spicy for me, I might eat it, and then it's like, screw this. Don't know until you try it, right? And then doesn't matter what you spice, you can spice it however you want, right? There you go. Look at you, Faithful, all with a full bag of tools and such. Grits isn't so much of a thing. It's just like biscuits and gravy. We just don't eat it. It's not a thing up here. Like, it's not a thing. You may see it in the odd menu in the odd restaurant, but it's definitely something you won't see in half the restaurants or 75% of the restaurants, for sure. Oh, it's spicy the way you make it? See, I like a mild spice, right? Like, I like to taste something, but I don't want it to blow my face off in so much as the way it's, like my bubble gum. I like to chew gum, but I don't want it to make me cry. You know what I mean? I don't want my food to make me cry either. Or I don't want it to make my butt cry either. Right? Yeah, okay, see, there's Scrappy saying grits and shrimp is so good. And that's cool. You know what? Never tried it, but like, it might be awesome. What I like to make is coconut shrimp. If I'm making shrimp, I'm usually making coconut shrimp. And if I'm doing that, I'm doing a whole like Chinese food menu. Make my own egg rolls, my own fried rice, my own wonton soup, my own chicken with the noodles and that, right? The hotter the better. For some people, yeah. That's not to everyone's palate, right? Just chicken marsala, yeah, that's nice. One of my favorite meals. Favorite meal. Okay. You know what? Do you know what's actually really, really good? Take a plain pork chop. Make sure it's cut like an inch thick. Make sure it's got a bone in it. Put cracked pepper, salt on that, and make it green with dill weed. Then fry it hot in a pan. Flip that over, finish it in the oven, and when it comes out, deglaze with a little white wine and lemon juice, whatever, and then eat it with some rice or whatever, right? Just lurking on a room full of family makes me feel creepy. The loving your living room is too hard to resist. Well, good to see you, Stuart. I appreciate you here. Coconut shrimp. Oh yeah, it's so easy to do. Like, when I make dumplings, I make my own dumplings. When I make dumplings or wontons that go in my wonton soup, I make the wontons myself, right? Gonna need a video on which one, Faithful? I got tons and tons of videos planned. And I don't know if I should do cooking inside my prepping channel. I think I should continue to do cooking your preps, but I think I should maybe do a different cooking channel as well, just because I do so much stuff that is kind of outside of prepping when it comes to food. Homemade triple meat lasagna. I'll be right there, Mrs. Lost. Be right there. Pork chops. Yeah. Yeah, simple pork chops. Or a pork tenderloin, you know? Rotisserie chicken is another good go-to. I got a propane grill I do that on. Don't split my channel. Just create a playlist. Well, I was thinking about 2 channels. Northern Girl. Now, I don't know how hard that'd be to manage, but spaghetti is fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. I used to make this baked spaghetti. I had this, it was like a pot that was about 4 or 5 inches deep. I would make this layered baked spaghetti in it, and I put smoked sausage and all kinds of stuff in there. Tri-tip, very, very nice. Like, I smoke my own meats, right? Like, so I'll smoke some either pork hocks or check this one out. This is freaking cool. All right, and you can kind of do this out of your preps if you want to. You know, if you've got a turkey in your freezer or in the fridge, whatever, or you're raising it, whatever. Chop it up. Put the turkey parts on the smoker. Get yourself some smoked turkey, okay? Turkey, chicken, whatever. Smoke it on your charcoal grill or whatever kind of smoker you got to smoke it on. All right, so you get your smoked turkey parts, all right? You pull that smoked turkey meat off of there. Then if you've got dehydrated powdered eggs, you can rehydrate that. Mix that with some flour. Make yourself some pasta. All right, if you got dehydrated mushrooms like I do, you can make yourself a smoked chicken and mushroom ravioli out of your preps, okay? You know, you see where my brain is? Well, you don't have to be a fan of turkey. You could use chicken. You could use pig. You smoke whatever you want, right? You could use a pulled beef. Anything you want. Your limit is right here, right? Dry pinto beans with hog jowl chunks. Nice. Nice. That was probably fantastic. Probably fantastic. But anyways, guys, here's my point. Okay, all right. See how fancy you can go with your preps? As long as you take your mind to doing the prepping to make that happen. All right? Use this. Use your books. Use other people's videos and other people's knowledge to do... All right, great to see you here, Jason. Thanks so much for coming in. Great to see you. Everyone, say a nice good evening to Angry Prepper. He's on his way out. But yeah, if you, as long as you don't limit your mind here, get all the information on how to do all kinds of stuff, you can make your preps as nice as they can possibly be, right? Arkansas, I think Jason's saying email him. So that's it. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself here. Learn as much as you can. And then your preps can get that much better. And then when you cook your preps, they can be that much better. Biolithic, happy Thursday. Welcome. Welcome and good evening. My couch is going down. Going down? It looks stable here for now. But that's what I'm saying. Get imaginative with your preps so that when you cook them, you're not just eating plain white rice or plain pasta with a can of pasta sauce dumped over it. You know, grow and can your own pasta sauce so that when it goes over top of there, if that's what you have to eat, plain pasta with a can of jarred sauce over it, You know where it came from. You know what's in it. And because you made it, you know it's going to be that much more better than what's inside of a can you can just buy off the shelf, right? DZ, how you doing? Because yeah, you know, we're not spices. Absolutely, yep. We're as many of you have agreed, we are not headed toward better financial times, right? And in the past, 90 years ago, barely 90 years ago, when the Great Depression set off, right? We don't even have to go 100 years into the past to see starvation. Sideways. I'm sideways? Nah. Good, D's. But yeah, I mean, we haven't had to go that far back into our past to see the starvation of man, okay? Now, what about this? With this economic crisis, do you think it's more and more controlled and more designed? No, that's not popcorn texture. That's just a terrible, terrible troweling job by the gentleman that owns this place. Somebody's saying I'm sideways. But with that, think about it. Don't look too far into your past to remember starvation of man, okay? These economic times, look what's coming, all right? With that, I'm going to end this. People are saying it's sideways and stuff like that. So we're just, we're going to go ahead and end this. I've made my points. Shared the prices of goods up here with you guys here today, which kind of made me want to put this video up. Starvation of man. Are they just going to price us out of the market for food? You know? It's entirely possible. Entirely possible. So with that, get your preps on, guys. Don't forget to hold up your brother and your sister. Stay well and safe. And this is going to be North. Out for now.